Software Solution Private Limited. I have around 17 years of IT experience. After 3 successful startups as an employee, this is my fourth startup. We took the problem of recruiters and recruitment industry. How do we automate and better the current recruitment industry as such? The current problem of all the recruitment industry is they are completely following manual process to uh, to do the recruitment as such. When compared to the American industry, they use products like application tracking system to manage the complete recruitment process. In India, they use only Excel sheet to do the current recruitment process. So what do we do to better this particular problem as such? Why do we consider this as a problem? The reason is currently the recruiters try to call the candidates manually as well as to check whether they are interested in a position or not. And as far as the once they get a consensus for a particular requirement, they go back to the customer. They go back to the customer to check whether their shortlisted profiles are they are interested in any of the profiles which they have shortlisted. And post that, they try to do the scheduling part. All of this process takes around 60 to 70% of the time of the recruiter as well as the HR. Phoenix tried to solve this problem by bringing in an intelligent application tracking system, the first of its kind in the world. What are the benefits which they provide after testing it with a couple of our customers? We found that it reduces the hiring time by 40% in terms of the scheduled hiring time. In terms of the effort for the recruiter, it is around 60% of the total manual effort which is involved in the recruiter is being reduced. In terms of the quality, we actually reduce 90% of the fake profiles by doing assessment before we schedule the candidate for an interview. It also provides you social recruitment wherein every job posting can be easily posted to any of your Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn pages. In terms of revenue increase, you have found that the revenue increase is multi-x fold. For example, typically a recruiter cost to the company is X, he produces around 10x revenue to the company or around 20x revenue. With 60% of his effort being reduced or automated, he ended up doing 40x revenue return to the company. With a reduce in the schedule time, the invoice raising part as well as the collection, which improves by another 10%. So it's around 50x improvement in terms of revenue. In terms of the delight for the customer, we are able to produce the first set of profiles within 30 minutes, so that which generally takes around 2 to 3 days, typically for a recruitment firm to give a set of resume for a particular JD. In terms of knowing the market potential for this particular product, is we have around 1 million recruiters, 1.4 million registered private limited companies, and around 5 million small and medium enterprises. In terms of jobs, we are around 300,000 jobs which is online out of the 17 million jobs which is produced in India. This is the total market cap for the Indian market as such. In terms of the market size as such, since we already talked about, we are around 1 million recruiters and around 3 million HR profiles. We are talking about $500 per annum as the fee. We are going to produce around $2 billion of revenue. That is the total market size as far as India is concerned. As a worldwide is concerned, we have around 200 million recruiters and 500 million HR professionals, and it has a potential of around $100 billion. That's the total addressable market. In terms of the serviceable market in India, we can address up to 0.1 million recruiters and 0.3 million HR professionals at a market at an annual price rate of $500 per annum. We're talking about 200 million or 0.2 billion as far as Indian market is concerned. As far as world market is concerned, we are looking at 2 million HR come recruiters at $500 per annum. We are talking about $1 billion in revenue in the next 3 years. The product has 4 steps. The recruiter can sign up and then he can bulk upload his local resumes which is lying in his desktop. We also give you a plugin which can read from your email IDs all the resumes available in your email, as attachments can be completely read and uploaded into the system. Post that, you can create a JD or an opening in the system, and then you can assign stages for the JD, and each stage can be assigned to different recruiters as well. The intelligent ATS does the rest, right from matching the profiles to getting the consensus from the candidate and sending the list of profiles which has given consensus to the client, and then getting the shortlisted candidates from the company to scheduling the interview and getting the feedback of the interview. It's completely automated. A recruiter can relax, sit back, and then just watch the different stages happening as per the action plan of the different users, both from the HR end as well as from the candidate end. The business model is we were planning to reach out to 30,000 recruiters, and as such, the product is completely free. Only for the communication and the automation, we are going to charge rupee 1 per communication, and we are planning to look at 3,000 rupees, 3,300 for 3 years as the fee, and we might reach around 118 crores in 3 years time frame. That's the business model, and that's the target we are planning to achieve in the next 3 years time frame. In terms of market adoption, we are thinking about 3 different ways to target this market and achieve the maximum recruitment reach by associating with different HR agencies and also participating in different HR events. We plan to pass on this particular information about this product to both the recruiters as well as the HR in all the domains and industry. In terms of partnership, we are looking at partnership with job portals and different recruitment product vendors to ensure that they become our resellers to reach out to our customers. In terms of competition, we have around 65 different ATS companies who are there in the market, but all of them can be classified as completely manual, and they are in terms of expensiveness, they are pretty much very expensive. There are 3 companies which has done a bit of automation in terms of email integration. One is SuccessFactors from SAP, IBM Kenexa, Oracle Taleo. But in terms of affordability as well as total automation, Recruit 24x7 stands apart. In terms of competitive advantages, we are the first to market in terms of complete end-to-end automation. In terms of resume delivery, we give you resume delivery within 30 minutes of creating an opening or receiving an opening. This is the fastest resume delivery in the world. In terms of revenue loss, there is always revenue loss in terms of duplicate resumes, but in our case, we can reduce it to 0 revenue loss on terms of duplication. In terms of savings for the recruiter, we save 60% of the time for the recruiters. In terms of productivity increase, we 2x or 3x the productivity of every recruiter, and revenue is minimum double. In terms of ROI to the customer, what they spend monthly per recruiter, they actually get 50x as the revenue increase. So that is the kind of ROI we are talking about. Team, we have around 10 plus resources from HR industry as well as from IT, ITS, automobile, manufacturing, hospitality industry as our top management, and we have around collective experience of around 200 man years as a total experience. We have around 5 architects working with us in our product, and we have around 15 developers, QA, designers, as well as business analysts as part of a team in full-time mode. We have beta tested our product with around 5 different recruiters. To name a few, Spinesoft, which is a Singapore-based recruitment firm, and Lasos Technology is a complete IT firm which uses different vendors for the recruitment. So both the company module as well as the recruiter module has been well tested. Apart from that, we have interests as well as beta testing started with leading companies like ABC, Randstad, IKEA, Manpower and all. Post that, we have around 370 recruiters for the next 6 months to be migrated into the platform as part of the current customer acquisition. At an annual run rate of average revenue per recruiter being 3,000 to 5,000 rupees, we are looking at 370 recruiters, 350 to 370 recruiters in the next 6 months. So we will be clocking in a revenue of more than 15 lakhs per month and around 1 to 1.8 crores in the coming 12 months without getting any investment. With investment, we'll be able to expand much faster, and then we'll be able to clock around 2 to 4 crores as the first year. And subsequently, in the third year, we might clock around 70 crores. That's the total gross revenue we are looking at. Phoenix has a huge product line in terms of recruitment platform covering all the graduates and above, and assessment platform covering right from school and to the corporate world. So you have two products coming from the same company having a potential to cross $1 billion. And in terms of turnover, in terms of valuation, you can look at $5 to $10 billion. Companies generally which has a DAU might not have a very good turnover, but this company has both. So this is a golden opportunity for any investor to be part of this organization.